Hi everybody, GL1 here, and today I want to show you some unique, tiny toys. Now, the first toys I have here are train sets that go back at least to the 1970s, and from what I was able to find, maybe even 30s or 40s. But I know that these have been around in my family for about 45 years. And here's little cars that are part of the set. Now, this is called pot metal, and pot metal is a metal that is just stamped out and is reserved for not high stress situations like toys. Please excuse the grease on my hands. I was actually taking out the transmission and putting in a new clutch in a car, and the solvents can only get but so much grease off without damaging your skin. So here's the train engine, and it has little plastic wheels on it, and then a little hook, right? And then you can kind of pull things along. Now, this is all one set, I know, because if you look at how the wheels are made, all right, so you could see it has a shape to the steel and then has a little plastic inside, okay? And you see this one is also the same design. And I think the little hook broke off. You see there's a little piece of metal there. But remarkable that I've been able to keep these together this long. I know I had more of these and the wheels broke. The wheels are plastic, but these two are in great condition. I believe this is to a newer set, probably from the 1980s. You can see that, or maybe even an older set, actually. The wheels are metal, but in any case, it's a different style. So, but I think newer because it has, like a rocket on it. And then this has an old car. Well, it's difficult to know, are they making an old car on a newer toy, or is this the car of the time this toy was made? And then, this goes back to, maybe the 40s or something like that, or 60s. I don't know, but they're really neat, and I've kept them for a long time, and I thought you should see them. Now, I only have one of these, and I remember playing with this as a little kid. This is also really old, over 40 years. It used to have a piece that screwed in a little metal piece there that was a hook, so you could pull things, but it's made out of wood. And you see wooden wheels. So, and I drew on it, I think I put a number. Yeah, I put a number 1 like it was racing. So, that's GL1 as a little kid. All right, now I wanted to show you a couple of other things I had playing with when I was a kid. And I have here, I had a set of these, but this is the only one that's left. So, it's a Native American chief, and he's got these little pegs that go into the horse so he won't fall off. And I've managed to keep this guy all these years, and he's just saying, keep me over there. And this was one of my favorite toys of the 1970s. It's a little wind-up robot. You can turn his hands, and we call that articulation. And wind him up, and then he would walk. Whoop. You kind of have to. There. Well, sometimes, I remember this being a problem even when it was new. Come on. See, they get stuck. The plastic gets stuck. This is the thing. They have these, so they won't fall over, right? They have this, and then it keeps getting stuck on itself. So this is made by Tomy in China. But you can see it would work, but except for these things getting in the way. All right, now something from the 90s. So these are 30 years old because I remember Mrs. GL1 thought they were cool, so I got all of them. So they're little boats, and this one doesn't float well. This is, you can see this one has a little latch. So this is, I think it's a fishing boat. So you'd put the fish down in here in the hold, and then look, you even have your little rescue boats. You know, if it's sinking, or maybe if you're just going ashore, you know, you want to go to shore. So there you have those, your lifeboats. And then here's a tugboat. You can see you have even like a little ladder here. Actually, I'm going to bring this closer. All right, so see that? You have like a ladder to go up to the top deck. And look, there's the spool of cable. So you would attach that to the barge. And I have a barge. So here's a barge. Go. And this opens up and has a hold. See that? Both sides open up. Oh, information. Made in West Germany. Well, you don't see that anymore because there is no West Germany. There's just Germany. So see, it actually, yeah, early 90s. Here, let me get this one up close. I forgot to show that to you. So there you go. There's your hold. Or actually, you know what? It's the late 80s. I believe that wall came down in 87, 88, right? Tear down this wall. Ronald Reagan said. All right. Now this here is a fireboat. So you see, you have this that turns and that sprays water. So if other boats are on fire. And you know, I get analytics on YouTube, as probably all of you know about, and I can see where my show is being watched. And it's being watched around the world. Indonesia, Vietnam, India, just all over, Peru, Russia. And I gotta say, it's really nice to have everybody out there watching my show. I really appreciate that I can bring these things to show you that maybe you've never seen. So this here is a riverboat, and I have two different kinds of riverboats. This one is something that you might see on the Mississippi River, and people would go inside and it would just cruise down the Mississippi River, and people would eat, and it would just slowly meander down the river, and people would go up on top, and they would look out at the all the trees and nature as they were going down. They're very slow boats, and sometimes they use them as gambling boats, so people would go and they would gamble on them. And then I have another one here. They're both steam powered actually, because look, see, this is called the stack, and that's your steam stack. So it has a steam engine, and this one has two stacks. And then this one is a paddle boat. It's in the rear. And then this one also would be like a river cruising boat, maybe down the Mississippi River. And I've been on the Mississippi River a few times. And in fact, one of my episodes is about bald eagles. And it was on the Mississippi River that I saw wild bald eagles and eagle's nest. Let me check to see what episode that is. I'll pause this. Yeah, so that bald eagle show is episode 54. And what I did is I went to the Bald Eagle Center in Mississippi, and I took video of the bald eagles that have been rescued in captivity, and you can watch them eat, you can watch them flap wings. I'll give you a bunch of facts about that. And then I went on the river and saw, wild bald eagles. And then I collected all the action figures I have that have feathered wings. And half the episode is about toys that have feathered wings. So if you're interested in seeing that, I think it's a really cool episode. And I hope that you enjoyed this, seeing all these really old, toys. And if you have any, I hope you have had as much luck taking care of them as I've had. So thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon.